we are wrestling with WWE Royal Rumble. Um, Apologize, this is coming out so late. I mean, it's literally coming. The Royal Rumble is in a couple of hours. Did not realize last week that it was a week away. That's on me. But we are still definitely doing
Oh
a.
no, we were so happy with Joe Hendricks. That's why we were too busy being believing in Joe Hendricks. That's why.
And that's true. Um, but yeah, we're here. It's happening. We're on the road to WrestleMania. Royal Rumble takes place in Indianapolis, Indiana, at the George Lucas Oil Arena. Um,
Frank Lucas.
it's a Lucas, some type of Lucas.
That's a Lucas.
Four matches announced. Four matches going to be on this card. I don't believe anything was added last night on SmackDown. So let's get into it. Um, We have 2 out of 3 falls match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tomato Ciampa versus Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. Who wins, Kaliko?
This one is very. I'm torn, and I'll tell you why I'm torn. Because the last time I seen Champa and Gargano defend a title in the Midwest city, somebody got killer comboed into heaven with Johnny Gargano's record when it comes to fighting close or near his hometown, because Indianapolis is not too far from Cleveland. I I don't trust it. I don't trust it. With that being said, it kind of seems like DIY is trying to find their stride as heels or just getting into it. Because the one thing I like that they're doing as champions is instigating all the other tag teams. So, with that being said, I'm going to go with DIY.
Um, I totally understand. I definitely get where you're coming from, and I just wonder if the NXT PLE course follows Johnny Gargano onto the main roster. I mean, anybody knows Johnny Gargano did not have the best, takeover record.
Of Lux.
Yeah.
Best of Lux, yeah.
So that's the only reason I would question whether or not, they would win or not. I mean, this is literally Johnny Gargano's first WWE PLE. Um, and the Machine Guns as well. But I feel like they won't have put the titles on them if they didn't want them to have maybe a little bit longer run. I do feel like this
Yeah,
match.
because keep in mind, they had the belt, and sorry to interrupt, they did have the belt last year, and it was only like a handful of days,
Right.
handful of weeks. Just to add your context. You may
Right.
continue with your.
So, like, I don't feel like they want to pull the titles off of them right now. But, I do kind of feel like this match is just kind of on this show because we need some breather between the men's and women's Royal Rumble. Um, no offense to these guys, but that's just kind of my opinion on the matter. Um,
With that being said, who wins?
do I want to give DIY the benefit of the doubt? That's the question.
Oh my God, that is the ultimate question.
I will say Yes. I will say DIY retains. Alright, we got a ladder match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. Who wins, Kaliko?
This, when the match was first made, it screamed Cody Rhodes, right?
Correct.
I think we could agree on that.
Yes.
As it got closer, it's kind of got you like,
Yes.
it kind of got you like, and you know why it has me like, and honestly, I said this, I was talking with some other people earlier about it. And I said, this guy is the centerpiece of the domino of how everything is going to fold. And
Kevin
that guy
Owens.
is Sami Zayn.
Oh,
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn. Okay.
He is the center domino. And the reason I say he's the center domino, because he's involved in everybody's shit. He is literally 6 degrees from everybody. Because keep in mind, he's going into the Royal Rumble, so therefore he's either going to help Roman or hurt Roman. He's Kevin Owens' friends. He's either going to help Roman or hurt Roman. I mean, help Kevin or hurt Kevin, or help Cody and hurt Cody. He's he's him and Punk got beef. Him and Gunther got beef.
Seth.
Literally, Seth Rollins. Yep, him and Seth. Him and Drew. This dude is him and Jay. Him and Jimmy. Him and Solo. It just, to me, he's the center domino. And how he moves, and that's the problem with it is, I don't know how the fuck he gonna move. Because he literally could help Kevin Owen win the title. Kevin Owen helps him win the Rumble, and they get that. Or he could literally help Cody win the title, help Roman win the Rumble. It's just like it's too much. It's too much. Uh, and in my mind, it had me the Punk promo threw a wrench in it. Because if you had me guess, it would have said, I could have easily saw Kevin winning this with the help of Sammy. Punk coming into the mix, I don't know because we don't know. That's the other thing. Punk's favor. What is Punk's favor? Because there's a thing where Punk could have used his thing as used Heyman's, used the favor with Heyman to get him in the triple threat ladder match.
Ooh.
You didn't even think of that part. He easily could insert, or he could use Roman wins the Rumble. He could use himself, Heyman's favor, to insert himself as the triple threat.
That would
Hey,
be. Yeah.
so it, I, it's Cody, but I'm talking. It's a coin flip. It's Cody on a coin flip at this point
I would have like you.
because that promo he cut on Cody was literally, that was real life.
Yeah.
So Cody with a coin flip. That's I flipped the coin. It landed on Cody as tails.
Like you said, when the match was announced, it didn't really seem like there was any two ways about it. It was going to be Cody. You know, but the last couple of weeks, you know, just the way that Kevin Owens has been flustering Cody Rhodes, gaslighting everybody, and
Yes.
just mind fucking, the whole, roster that wasn't that he's not gaslighting. It's no two ways about it. It's been the Kevin Owens show. And he is, playing the game the way he wants to play it. And it seems like everybody is letting him, or they don't know how to play the game. And, watching, Saturday night's main event the other week, and the way that they just completely crapped on Kevin Owens, Cody taking the hit, Shawn Michaels giving him the super kick, it made me kind of be like, you don't do that to somebody that, is going to lose a ladder match in a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you
So,
do. Because
so
he had it coming with the whole I mean, I ain't gonna lie, Kevin's promo Saturday Night Live main event was fucking like these promos have been fucking fire.
yeah. And, I mean, we'll get into the men's Royal Rumble, but Cody Rhodes is, if he was like a statue, there would be chunks missing out of him at this point because Kevin Owens has just chipped away at him, and he's making us see a side of Cody Rhodes that we never necessarily saw before. A,
True.
a part of me is saying Kevin Owens, even though I do know that it is Cody Rhodes. But it wouldn't surprise me if Kevin Owens won, and it would probably get a massive pop out of me. But I don't think that they're ready to take the title off of Cody. So, um, really interesting match. I think a lot is going to happen in this match. It is going to be a telltale of the next couple of months. But I do think that Cody Rhodes is going to win. All right, we're agreed on Cody Rhodes. So that brings us to one of the main events, one of the last matches, one of the things everybody wants to know, and that's the Dirty Women Royal Rumble match, to win an opportunity to challenge at WrestleMania, the main event of WrestleMania 41. As of now, 14 out of 30 entrants have been announced. The current people announced are Nia Jax, Bayley, Charlotte Flair, Naomi, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Raquel Gonzalez, Lara Valkyria, Ivy Nile, Io Sky, Chelsea Green, Zelina Vega, Candice LeRae, and Piper Niven. So 14 out of 30, that leaves 16 to be announced. Which kind of seems um right for the
Hmm.
women's Royal Rumble. I mean, let's say they draw 3 NXT girls. Um, Obviously Jordan Grace is going to be in there, and a couple of surprises. So, one of them I think being Becky Lynch, but I could be wrong about that. Um, who wins, Kaliko?
Man, I'm just letting you know right now. I was you know me. Every year with a Royal Rumble, I'm always using a theme,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
Usually there's a common theme with these years. And like last year was redemption with Cody and Rhea. What was
Bailey and
the
Cody.
Oh no. Last year, no Bailey with
Cody.
Bailey and Cody, and then this year or the year prior it was Cody and Rhea, and that I thought was changing of the guard, and it happened in one instance, it just didn't happen in the other. Um, but this year, man, I this year theme is what the fuck? I couldn't even tell you, dude, because the dominoes, it's the dominoes that may fall. Um, in my mind, this screams Charlotte
Agreed.
because it's one way to get her in because she has a score to settle. She could do a trilogy with Rhea, or she could try the newcomer in Tiffy. I could see Becky being surprise entrant, winning, going after Rhea, and she kind of has a little history with Tiffy.
Yeah, Loki.
Those two come out of my mind. I could see Asuka coming back and winning and going after Rhea. Because keep in mind, Asuka's winless at Mania,
Yeah.
and uh, I don't see Belair winning.
No.
Don't see. I don't see Naomi winning.
You know what? Bianca, I can see her being maybe in the top four, and Jade Cargill returning
Cargill.
and eliminating her
Yep.
or costing
Yep.
her.
Yep.
I mean, that's definitely the route we're going with Bianca right now. Is she needs to beef with Jade?
It's gonna happen. So we usually use a three. Um, we usually pick three if I remembered right.
Yes.
It's hard to pick three. I mean, I can pick, forced to pick three. I'm gonna go Charlotte, Becky, it won't be Bailey.
Well, why not Bailey?
Huh?
Why not Bailey?
Uh, because I don't see the incentive for her winning 2 years in a row.
Well,
Um,
I mean, they've been teasing, Bailey versus Bria, and who else can say that they beat Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch at WrestleMania? I mean, she's literally the last of the four horsewomen that are in WWE that she can main event WrestleMania with.
I I just don't see. I'm gonna go. To me, the wild card dark horse is Asuka if she's fit to return. Um, I honestly, the only reason I say um, I'm thinking they might be, think she might not,
Right.
I don't think she's ready yet, but I could see her as a surprise. But I don't see Bailey winning because it seemed like Io and Bailey having a meet up sounds like that they're going to have, you know,
Beef again.
yeah, or they're going back down memory lane a little bit longer. especially with um, Dakota Kai being out.
Dakota got injured again.
I think she got hurt.
Poor Dakota.
Um, so to me, honestly, I don't see a third. I think if Asuka's not coming back, it's either Bailey or I mean Becky or Charlotte. One of them two.
Why not Liv Morgan? I mean, Liv Morgan has literally been in. She's been the last to be eliminated 2 years in a row. So I mean, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Could she be the
I
bride this year? I mean, she literally
I
lost the title, a little over less than a month ago.
The only reason I think they wouldn't do that because I think either they're going to put Raquel and the titles on Raquel and Liv, the tag titles,
I feel like that would
because
kill them.
I could easily see Jade fucking up the tag title match, thus causing the beef.
Right.
And you would need a tag team to lose too, and it would be them too.
I mean, could
Um,
she go into WrestleMania as half of the tag team champions?
who Bianca?
No, Liv.
Oh, yeah, I could see her going into WrestleMania as one half of the tag team champion.
Right.
I would. So I think that would be her. And the reason I say that is because they didn't give her that. I mean, she lost the title to Rhea. They didn't give her a rematch.
True.
They brushed it right past her ass. So to me, that just yeah. So with that being said, I think Becky or Charlotte or bust. It's one of them. Becky, Charlotte third is unknown because I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you.
So, my first pick, who I think is going to win the Rumble, is Charlotte Flair. I think Charlotte is coming back. She didn't go all the way to Indianapolis, in Minnesota, or Indianapolis, Indiana, or one of those two. to
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Yes, she didn't go there just to lose a Royal Rumble. So, um, I feel it makes sense for her to win as well because, like you said, all of Tiffany's, um, potential matches got switched to Raw. So it would make sense, why wouldn't you want to have Tiffany tested by, one of the all time greats? It would help her to be in the ring with Charlotte Flair. I don't think we've seen Charlotte versus Tiffy before, so we've seen Tiffy versus Becky, but we haven't seen Tiffy Flair. I think the low key
Hmm.
they could have a great banger of a match as well. So there's that too. Um, Second would have to be Bailey. Run it back from last year, and but this time have her challenge Rhea. Um, Rhea versus Bailey. It's something we've never seen. It's an attraction for sure. I mean, Bailey is definitely a big name, and it's the only, like I said, it's the only horsewoman um that Rhea hasn't wrestled or defeated, other than Sasha, who's no is not coming back anytime soon. So you put that you give her that accolade to have beaten all three of the four horsewomen currently present. Uh, the third, I mean, Liv Morgan would. I don't think that they would want to run it back between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. We just got out of that rivalry. And do we really want to see Liv Morgan versus Tiffany Stratton? I don't necessarily see that working, if I'm being honest. So if I had to pick a dark horse, I would go with Asuka. I mean, you would have to, you could put her against Tiffy, you could put her against Rhea. I think it would be great to see Asuka versus Rhea at Mania, considering,
Again.
yeah, considering that she beat her, a couple years ago for a championship. So Asuka returning the favor, that would maybe make sense from a storyline perspective, and you have that dark cloud on top of Asuka that she's never won at WrestleMania as well. So, you know, it adds to the drama. And I mean, if
True.
not now, when is Asuka? When are they going to pull the trigger on Asuka? You know what I mean?
Mm, That's what's getting me with Oscar. I mean, Oscar could come back and win this and easily go to Rhea to avenge it, and there's a story there. I my thing is that either if I had to think this through, Charlotte and Becky are going to be fighting at Mania for a title. Whether it's Becky winning the Chamber and going to Tiffy, or Charlotte winning, one of those two are flipping it. It screams that to me
Well, I
for
mean,
some
keep
odd
in
reason.
mind that there are new titles available in Chelsea
But
Green and
but
Brie Lara Valkyria. And I mean, if
true, but
if you want to get technical, Julia is the NXT champion as well. So
I don't see them. The last time that happened was when Charlotte won and challenged
Rhea.
Rhea. Do you see me? I don't see that happening again. Um, I see. See, that's the thing too, because them coming back to go for a mid card title, nah.
I mean, not winning the Royal Rumble per se, but still having a championship match at Mania.
But I don't see them having. Me personally, I don't see that. I just no, they're going after the big titles. You don't put your two biggest names on mid card titles.
All right. Well, you are Charlotte, Becky, and no.
Os- well, I said Asuka if she comes back.
Okay.
So we both are literally on the same,
Yeah. I think
which is weird.
we're both
That's
on
the first time.
we're both agreeing on Charlotte, but you're saying Becky, I'm saying barely, but we're both on the fence with Asuka.
Yes.
All right. We shall see. That brings us to the last match, or depending on how they do it, maybe the first match, maybe the last match, maybe it's in the middle.
It's the last match. It's the last match.
30-man Royal Rumble match for the world, for the main event of WrestleMania 41. As of this recording, 18 out of the 30 entrants have been announced. We have LA Knight, John Cena, CM Punk, Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Rey Mysterio, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, Logan Paul, Penta, Chad Gable, Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, Damian Priest, Santos Escobar, and Jacob Fatu. I mean, just those names alone. I mean, this is a
It's
fucking
like
stacked
fucking
Rumble.
stack the cards. No shit. That's ending the night.
I
I'd be
mean,
goddamn.
it's crazy to think that there's going to be a match with Shinsuke Nakamura and Penta El Zero Miedo in the same breath. Um, like I said, there's 18 out of 30 announced, so I mean, there's a little less wiggle room. But still, enough to have, one or two NXT surprises, a couple of legends, and possibly The Rock. I don't think The
But this
Rock's
is
gonna make
The
it.
Rock is no, ain't gonna make it
Yeah,
because that the name list alone is fucking no. You don't need them.
yeah.
You don't need a Rock. You don't need a Brock. You don't need a yeah. No.
For sure. So, who wins?
Hey, bro, I could throw a rock and hit anybody and give him a reason to win.
You're
Um,
not wrong.
especially considering this is the first time Roman Reigns has been in a Royal Rumble in 5 years.
Very true.
So the odds would tell you it's Roman, right?
Yes,
However, CM Punk.
correct.
However, Seth Rollins.
Quite possibly.
However, Drew McIntyre. However, Sammy, I, it's gonna be rough. I don't know. I really don't know. If I had to pick a favorite, I mean John Cena. Jesus Christ, I didn't even mention John Cena. Uh, oh my God. So, no particular order. I'm I'm using John Cena as the sentimental because the way that the crowd popped when he said one last run. The only reason I think he's not gonna win it is because he's gonna be at the elimination chamber. No sense of you winning the Rumble if you're gonna be in the elimination chamber.
Right.
Um, CM Punk. Um, I think he won't win because I think he's gonna lose it and use his favor. Because CM Punk rolled his ass out on SmackDown last night. Um, so I think he's gonna cash in a favor, which leads me to Roman Reigns. It and this is the problem. Well, I wouldn't say this is the problem, but this is the best thing about this Rumble because everybody is touching everybody.
Right.
So it's like, well, shit, I can see them winning because of this and this and this, right? Um, I I think this might be the first time I go blank in the women's Royal Rumble. It's fucking hard. It is hard. I'm trying to think. Fuck it. Roman Punk. And then the last one, I'm flipping between.
Who are you flipping between?
Oh my God, I'm flipping between um either Cena, Rollins, or Zayn.
That's a lot of flip flopping.
It is. Uh,
Do you need a minute and to decide?
Pick your yes. You go ahead because it is gonna be. I'm sitting here like
Yeah.
my brain. I feel a vein popping out of my head. Like
By the time I'm done, you're gonna have three completely different answers.
and there's no shit.
So,
It's crazy.
I mean, very
I'm
much
not.
like you, I have no fucking idea who's going to win this Royal Rumble. It didn't necessarily, like, even, thinking about doing this preview, I was like, okay, like, who am I going to pick? Usually you have maybe a good sense around November, December, but, like, there was no indication with what route they were going. There was maybe some, light rumors, John Cena, light rumors, The Rock, but I feel like The Rock has been squashed, just with, his recent appearances being, so lackluster. And I want to give WWE the benefit of the doubt and say that they won't give the Royal Rumble win to John Cena, because I don't know about you, but I don't see anybody going after Gunther. I feel like whoever is winning the Royal Rumble is 100% going after Cody. And that's if you're Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or anything in between. I feel like, John Cena versus Cody is automatically turning Cody heel, because sentimentally people will want John Cena to have that 17th run. And you
Hmm.
don't want the crowd to turn on your biggest babyface that's actually going to be here in 2026. Um, that being said, like I said, I had no idea who I wanted to win this match. Very much up until, Monday, when CM Punk came out and literally told Cody that I'm gonna stab you in the front and I'm taking that burden away from you of being world champion. I mean, that really popped me, considering how distraught Cody is right now. Like I said, Cody is if Cody was a statue, there would be big chunks missing from him from all of the chipping away Kevin Owens has done to him. And I
I
don't
mean, just the chipping away in general,
right,
because he's been involved in everybody's business, so it makes sense.
Cody is slowly crumbling. And I can't imagine, that wouldn't be great shit to have Cody versus, Punk. And, low key pettiness. What a big slap to the face to AEW. One of your presidents and your biggest star. Well, yeah, they're main eventing our biggest fucking show. Fuck you. I'm sure that
Talk about it. Yeah,
I'm sure that
yeah.
didn't come into account, but I'm sure that it's a nice little added bonus as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is literally a slap to Nick Khan.
Totally.
Oh yeah, the two dudes you couldn't treat right, or the two dudes you had on this roster, and not even the two dudes, the two biggest stars you had on your roster are no longer are in the are possibly main eventing WrestleMania. And AEW fans, y'all booed these people out the building. So let's just
Yes. Remember that.
make that distinctively clear.
Well, I mean,
So
look.
before you say, nope, y'all booed them out the building.
I mean, look at AEW's crowds right now, and look at WWE's crowds. So, you know, it kind of tells you.
Look at them ticket prices. Shit.
Yeah. So my first pick to win the Royal Rumble is CM fucking Punk. You don't have that promo on Raw, the way that you looked into Cody's eyes, what you said to Cody, if you didn't have a snowball's chance in hell. I think he has the best opportunity to win this match. And low key, he could have won last year. But he was obviously injured. I don't want to say CM Punk is owed a main event of WrestleMania, but he's certainly deserving of doing it at least once. And I don't think it gets bigger than what it would be with Cody Rhodes at 41. My second pick would be Roman Reigns. It would not surprise me if they ran it back. Cody, Roman, 2. Well, 3 at this point. Um, but also, like you said, the favor of CM Punk has, make it a triple threat. It definitely adds drama. It definitely makes things more interesting. Um, I want to say Roman Reigns is would be a really good, way to get him back into the main event. But then there was one anomaly, one name that keeps coming up, and one name that keeps, poking me in the head, and that's Drew McIntyre. What does Drew McIntyre do if Roman Reigns is not in the picture? Because it does seem like we're leading to Drew McIntyre Roman Reigns again. And I mean, there's no bigger stage to do it on than WrestleMania. So I could really see Drew McIntyre drawing Roman Reigns out of the Royal Rumble. And keep in mind, this will be the first time Roman and Drew have been in the same ring since Clash of the Castle. I mean, like, what, 3 years at this point?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, so, I mean, it would make perfect sense for them to feud, and I don't think you need a title for that, but again, he's Roman Reigns, and, he's gonna wanna be in the main event, because he's Roman Reigns. So it wouldn't surprise me if they put Drew on the back burner, or kind of cause some, kind of put Drew on, the sidetrack until Roman gets to Mania and then have whatever they're going to do afterwards. But I do feel we're going to get Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. So first pick CM Punk, second pick Roman Reigns. and that's and that's kind of where I kind of freeze. I kind of feel like, you come in, you think that you have 3 names, You could come up with two at least.
two, and then the third
Yeah.
one, you're like Rolodexing that bitch.
I
I
don't see
swear to God, it's like
I don't see Jey Uso winning. I definitely don't see Jey
Uso
Uso.
ain't winning. Yeah, sorry, you ain't winning.
Rey
But
Mysterio ain't winning. Sami
no,
Zayn's not winning.
but he
Um,
will play a factor.
he will
I just,
definitely play a factor.
and
Shinsuke,
that's why I'm like, it's knowing that Mickey's playing a factor. The question is, who is he playing a factor for?
um, Shinsuke Nakamura's not winning. Logan Paul isn't winning. Pentas ain't winning. Um, Loki would be a cool. It would be a good story antidote if Chad Gable won and challenged Gunter, and tell the story that he wasn't able to tell at 40, at 41, for a bigger title. I like that idea. I don't think it's actually going to happen though.
Hell no.
Braun Breaker, no. Carmelo Hayes, no. Um, Damien, if you would have told me like 3 months ago, could you see Damian Priest winning the Royal Rumble? I would have said hell yeah. I could definitely see Damian Priest. But now that he's back, now that they put him on SmackDown, I'm feeling it's less likely that he's going to win the Royal Rumble. I don't
Right.
think we're going to see Damian Priest versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. I could have made an argument we could have seen Gunter versus Damian Priest, but why would they put him on SmackDown just for him to go back to Raw? It doesn't make sense. Santos Escobar, get the fuck out of here. Um,
Damn.
Jacob Fatu. He's eliminating the most people out of this match. he's your he's the Diesel spot this year.
The Kane spot.
The Kane spot, yeah. But he's definitely not winning, at least not right now. I mean, it hurts my
Uh,
heart to say it, but out of the 18 already announced, John Cena might be number 3 when it comes to the possible winners. I want to say I would have went with Drew McIntyre because there's history between him and Cody, so it could have made they could have definitely told that story very well. But actually winning matches is not necessarily Drew McIntyre's style, unfortunately.
oh God.
Yeah, I could have made a case. I could definitely made a case that Drew McIntyre wins the Royal Rumble, and I would like him to win the Royal Rumble. You know what? Fuck it. Drew McIntyre's my dark horse.
Mm, you pulled the trigger. Oh man.
Pull the trigger. CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre.
Motherfucker. Uh, I didn't even think of Drew. Oh, gosh, so we both agree on CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Uh,
Have we been this cohesive in a Royal Rumble preview before?
I mean, no, because you said Cody would win, and I didn't think he would win. I put him as a distant third.
That's right.
Um,
I feel like
our
we've shared like at least one per Rumble, but never almost the whole board.
yes, because to me, fuck it, I'm gonna put Seth. Seth got some say. Seth's gonna have a say.
Okay, so Seth challenges Cody for Mania.
Seth has challenged Cody and Gunther. Because Seth owes Cody from 34. No, not
38.
34, 38.
38. Yeah.
And he owes, and him and Gunther. So yeah, fuck it. Seth. Final answer.
All right. We are locked in.
After popping a fucking vein over here.
What's later
But
today?
those three are gonna intertwine. Those three will intertwine. I think Punk, Rollins, and Roman will touch each other in the Rumble.
There's definitely a lot of intertwining. If Roman, McIntyre, or Rollins wins, it will be their second time winning the Royal Rumble. If CM Punk wins, it will be his first time winning the Royal Rumble.
And that's the only thing he hasn't done.
Yes. So, I mean, I feel like WWE doesn't repeat Royal Rumble winners often, especially considering Cody Rhodes
They just
just
did
went
it.
back to back last year,
Yep.
and we're expecting Charlotte to double this year.
But
So,
it's not a back to back. It's a for her. It's not a back to back because Charlotte won it in
2020.
2020.
I mean, it's not back
So
to
it
back, but
could,
she's winning her second one.
yeah.
So, I mean, with all of that, it kind of feels like all roads lead to CM Punk, if I'm being honest.
It feels like that, right? But I also could see Roman winning it, Punk throwing himself in. I could see Punk winning or losing the Royal Rumble, losing the Elimination Chamber, choosing the favor to insert himself in the main event.
Alright. Well, we shall definitely see.
This is probably the most interesting Royal Rumble. I think this is I've never looked forward to a Royal Rumble more than this one.
I mean, yeah. The men's last year wasn't necessarily the best it could have been. The women's was arguably the best it's ever been. Um,
Yes,
so I mean, it's always a mixed bag. But considering the amount of names I just said for the men's, how can it be bad with all those names in there?
it can't.
I mean, it definitely
It won't.
can, but I digress.
It can't. Unless it's just a series of debauchery going on.
All right. Well, that will conclude our coverage of the Royal Rumble in this episode as a whole. Thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment, both on YouTube and Castbox. Um, this was sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. Join us next Saturday as we do a review of the Royal Rumble, and all of our picks were shot to shit, and somebody out of the blue just won out of nowhere.
Yeah, like fucking Carmelo Hayes wins up.
Fucking Carmelo Hayes.
Like fucking Hayes.
um, fucking what is his name? Oba Fleming comes in and runs the gauntlet, wins the whole fucking
No
thing.
shit. No shit. Just
Where did you come
oh
from,
god.
Victor?
Trick Williams wins.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fucking oh
Lexus,
Lord.
what is his name?
Lexus King.
Lexus
Lexus King.
King wins the Royal Rumble.
No, Charlie Dempsey wins.
Oh God, no. If Charlie
Fucking
Dempsey,
Praxium.
if Charlie Dempsey
Praxium
is
wins.
winning the Royal Rumble, the men's Royal Rumble, Dia Hale is winning the women's.
Oh gosh. No, the Meta Girls.
Oh God, no.
Meta Girls win the Royal Rumble. Pretty Deadly wins the Royal Rumble.
Both of them. They don't
Oh
want the title.
gosh.
They don't want the title. They just want their musical produced.
Yep,
That,
Kit and Kat wins the Royal Rumble.
join us
Oh,
Tuesday and Wednesday as we interview DTV and Morgan Morrissey. And follow the show at Wrestling with E, both on X, Twitter, and Instagram for information on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing them, links to those interviews, and so much more. Follow me personally at JamesJ993. Where can we find Kaliko?
you can find me trying to take a gang of fucking aspirin at I Am Kaliko because this is really making your head. It's just like, Jesus.
For Kaliko Yachts and Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with Entertainment.
Tony D'Angelo is winning the Royal Rumble.
Oh, fuck no.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.